To create the serged seam sewing sample, for the seam finished of a serged seam, we're going to do two. This first one has you serging the edge of the fabric rectangle that's been prepared for you. You're going to put the edge of the fabric sample on the edge of the platform, as I like to call it, right up against the presser foot of the serger. You're going to gently hit the pedal and watch as the machine serges the edge by overcasting and removing any frayed edges. Always chain off your serger to the edge and cut your tail over here. And then trim this tail off. I'm going to move that over to my sewing machine. We're going to do the other one the same way. Put the edge of the fabric against the platform, the parallel edge of the fabric right underneath the presser foot. There is no need to lift the presser foot up and down on a serger unless you're doing corners or curves, but for a straight edge, you can just stitch. And again, when you get to the end, you're going to serge it off, chain off, and cut the chain at the edge of the fabric. Now I'll move over to my sewing machine. Just like in the plain seam from the last video, we are going to lay the edges, lay the fabrics on the table as such, right sides facing the ceiling, serged edges opposite, one on the left and one on the right. Now I will close this like a book, just like we did in patchwork, and pin, this time, the serged edges together. You'll insert that first pin at the end of your thumb, move your thumb along, match the serged edges, and place a pin at the end of your thumb. So this creates your pins a finger distance apart with the balls of the pins a finger distance away from the edge, which is very important when you're sewing, so that the balls of the pins, or the pin heads, don't get hit by the presser foot while you're stitching. Now you will take this, bring it over to your sewing machine, have the serged edge right along the 5/8, which is right here. So serged edge, you need to move it over just a little bit more, will be right along there. The parallel edge of the fabric, which is across the top, goes right along the oval on the presser foot, which is where the needle pierces the fabric.